Hi, Leo MacLeod, founder of Training Coaching Pie, with another baking and coaching tip. Unsalted butter. I've tried shortening, I've tried lard. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? But nothing gives me the results like butter. For flakiness, for flavor, I always go with butter. Make sure you keep it cold and minimize how much you handle it. Here's the coaching tip. Imagine waking up one day only to realize that your entire approach to work had to change. That's what it's like for a lot of project managers who are trying to transition into a leadership role as a team leader instead of just doing the work. And that's because project managers are very good at controlling every aspect of the project. They're on top of it. They know all the details. They got it covered. That doesn't work really well as a team leader, because that requires you to be more hands-off rather than hands-on. It requires you to be more of a coach than a doer. It requires you to develop people, not solve problems. And that can be hard. It can be hard when so much of your identity up to this point has been about doing the work and getting joy from it. Secondly, it feels like a disservice to delegate work when you know what the client expects. And lastly, learning the skill of working with people, it's hard. You're going to make mistakes that sometimes you're going to feel like a beginner again after all this time. So here's my advice. Number one, lighten up on yourself. Everybody goes through this process. You will live. You will survive. Second, talk to someone else. Talk to someone else who's going through this for some support and ideas and inspiration and motivation. Also, reach out to people who have been there and done that, some senior leaders who've got some sage advice on what they've learned throughout the years. And lastly, tune in to this series of videos, because I'm going to give you some tips that'll make this transition from being a doer to a leader a little easier. You can find more at leomacleod.com. That's LeoMacLeod.com.